Hello everyone, my name is Ed. I'm so excited about the first ever Texas father and son campout. I have been a dad for 17 years. I have two kids, a daughter and a son. And for the past 10 years, I have had the privilege and opportunity to take my son and my daughter to father-son and father-daughter campout organized by American Church. But I always have a dream to bring this to our Chinese churches so that more and more Chinese family can be part of this great experience. We thought if there are 30, 40 people register, that will be a huge success. We won't believe it. We actually had 101 father-sons registered for the first ever Texas father-son campout. We're so excited. We're so grateful for what God has provided to us. I look forward to seeing you in less than 2 weeks. For dads, I just want to spend some time with you to give you a preview and to help you to prepare a little bit for the father-son campout. You're going to spend time with your son or sons. So on the left side, I kind of outline some brief structure about our campout. There will be a lot of activities. On Saturday morning, it will be group activities. So you will be divided into different groups by age, and then you're going to go to that group activities with your son or sons. In the afternoon, it will be the individual activity. Again, we want you to take your son and go to each individual activities. But it's a huge camp. Camp Lone Star has a big campus. There are a lot of different activities, sports like basketball, soccer, and frisbee, and goggle ball. So make sure you wear tennis shoes. Make sure you wear shorts and clothes that are easy to play, to exercise, etc. You can do all of those in your free time. We're gonna have some free time, between the sessions and after dinner, after meal, etc. But the campout experience is very well thought out. So it's not just the activities. We'll also have learning opportunities. And we'll have some sessions where we invite speakers to share their learning, their journey to be a father or to be a son. So we have 3 structured sessions, and the 3 speakers are going to speak about manhood. The 3 topics we have is manhood needs to have a vision, and manhood needs to have a plan, and then manhood is a journey. And then Saturday morning, we're going to have a session split by fathers and sons. The fathers will be on one side, and we'll have speaker to speak directly to the fathers. And then the sons will have 2 young people actually to share their experience to be a son with all the sons together. So that session is split by father and by son. And all other sessions, you will be participating together, father and the son of the family. But you also have a lot of opportunity to do conversations. Conversations with your sons in the tent, while you're walking, while you're driving, or with all the dads and with the servant team we have, right? So we encourage you to have those conversations. And those will become great memory. You're going to come back with people that you know, people you share the same interests with you. So those are great things to have. So this is kind of like an overall of our campout during that weekend. In order to make this campout a great experience, I want each father to do some preparation work, okay? So we call this the 5 moments. The first moment is a fun moment. Like I said, we're gonna have activities, we're gonna have free play. And we need a father, dads, your job is going to play with your son, to participate, to have fun, okay? And the second moment we call I love you moment. So that will be on Friday evening. That's our first group time together. And we want you to prepare this ahead of time. So when we get together on Friday evening, each dad in their specific group, you will get up and you will put your hand on the shoulder of your son. And you will tell everybody in the group what's his name and why did you give him that name. And one thing specifically you love about your son. And then we want you to give your son a big hug and tell him that I love you. So that's the second moment called I love you moment. The third moment called I'm sorry moment. So that will be on Saturday evening during our group time. Again, you will get together as a group, but then you will sit with your son individually in a private place. You will have conversation with your son. And we design 3 questions for you to ask your son, and 3 questions for your son to ask you. And we're going to send you those questions in the email I'm going to send to you. For example, the 3 questions we want you to ask your son. The first question is, what's the best thing you like about growing up in our family? The second question is, what's the greatest challenge, greatest struggle you have? The third question is, how can I be a better dad to you? During that conversation, maybe your son will bring up something that you don't like, things that he wants you to change, or things that you might have done actually hurt him. So we want you to listen, to paraphrase, but do not defend yourself. At the end of the conversation, we want you to give your son a big hug and look at him into his eyes and say, son, I'm sorry. I ask for your forgiveness. Would you please forgive me? So that's the third moment, I am sorry moment. The fourth moment is, I'm proud of you moment. So that will be on Sunday evening, last session we have together. Again, we want you to stand up and put your hand on your son's shoulder. We want you to tell 3 things that you are proud of your son. So you can look at him and say something like this. Son, I see 3 important character or quality in you. First, second, and third. Be brief, but feel free to give an example. And then we want you to tell him that, son, I'm proud of the young man you are becoming. I'm proud of being your father. So that will be the 4th moment. So the I love you moment, show your affection to your son. I'm sorry moment, show your authentic dad, and you can accept what happened, and you can relate to your son. And I'm proud of your moment, show your affirmation to your son. So all these 3 things are very important for a young man to get from his father. And the last moment, the 5th moment, called commitment. So that's at the very, very end of our time together. All the dads are going to stand up. We're going to do a dad's pledge together. We're going to have some dads to lead you to recite a dad's pledge to your son, who is standing right next to, in front of you. And you're going to have that in the brochure, okay? And then after that is done, and the sons also will look into their dads and they will recite a son's pledge. So that's a commitment, that's a decision that dads and sons, we are going to make to each other to be a better man, to be a better father, better son, and to live this life together. So that is our overall, the campout schedule. And this is how we want you to prepare a little bit before you come. We're going to send you some details about what else you need to prepare. And like I said, we are so very excited to have you. We have a group of volunteers. They are either dads, maybe their kids already grown up to be adults, or young men who have not married, but they're going to come to serve you, and including me. So we look forward to seeing you on March 31st. Be there early, not later than 8 p.m., but be there around 6 p.m. will be great. We're going to look forward to seeing you, and we're going to have a great time. We're going to celebrate this beautiful moment with our sons together.